Republican Carly Fiorina, the former Hewlett-Packard CEO, says no way and is considering a run herself. She joins us now. Good morning, Carly. You know, we're thankful to have you here.
Good morning.
I'm going to ask you this. Is it your time?
Well, I think it may well be. I'm getting a lot of encouragement from people. You know, people are tired of politics as usual. They understand that leadership is required. I think they also understand that ours was intended to be a citizen government, which is to say, by, for, and of the people means that leaders, whether they've spent their entire life in politics or not, and I certainly haven't, it's leadership that's needed in the White House, and citizenship is required to put leaders there.
Sure, and that's what you consider yourself. You don't consider yourself a politician, you consider yourself a leader. There's a poll, the results of which we want to show folks. Does the idea of electing the first woman president make you more inclined to vote for Hillary Clinton, less inclined, or does it matter to you? 12% more inclined to vote for her, 4% less inclined to vote for her. And here's the key. 83% say it doesn't matter. Carly, do you feel that the Republican Party needs to have a woman on the ticket this time?
Well, look, I'm not running because I'm a woman. The facts are I am a woman. I've never been a token in my life, but women represent half this nation. We represent 53% of voters. So I think it just makes sense to tap the potential of women as well as men in the political process as well as in every other segment of society.
We know that like it or not, Barack Obama's team was successful in painting Republicans as anti-women. Why do you think they were successful in doing that? And what did you learn? Because you worked so hard for Mitt Romney and John McCain. And in what way did Republicans allow that to happen?
Well, sometimes we don't push back. I mean, the war on women is ridiculous. First, it's insulting to women by assuming that all we care about is what the Democrats love to call women's issues. And, of course, every issue is a woman's issue. We care about the economy. We care about jobs. We care about national security, health care, immigration, education. So let's just start with that. But secondly, we don't always push back. You know, Hillary Clinton is going to talk a lot about equal pay for equal work. And the facts are she doesn't pay her own staff, nor does the president pay his own staff according to the principles that they think everyone else should run by. But beyond that, the biggest impediment to equal pay for equal work is the seniority system, the system that pays you for time and grade. That disadvantages women. We need to move to pay-for-performance systems in unions, in the government, and Democrats, of course, oppose that. So we need to take their arguments on directly.
Let me ask you about this, Mrs. Clinton. Some say her past is an indicator of why she's wrong for our future. How would you expand on that?
Well, I think it's true. Look, she's a hard-working, intelligent woman, but she does not have a track record of leadership. She doesn't have a track record of results. Let's just look at her time as Secretary of State. Honestly, we had the Benghazi attack, which she misled purposefully the American people about for over a month. The world is demonstrably a more dangerous place on her watch. I've met Vladimir Putin. I've sat across the table from him, and she thinks she can thwart his ambition with a gimmicky red reset button. It was ridiculous. Our relationship with Israel has deteriorated dramatically under her watch. So she doesn't have a track record of results. Beyond that, she doesn't have a track record of transparency. She isn't trustworthy, in other words. When you have your emails on a private server and then you wipe that server clean as Secretary of State, that's a real problem.
It is a real problem. The big question, though, Ms. Fiorina, is whether or not the mainstream media during the race will bring these things up or if they're just going to brush it under the carpet like they've done in the past for the Democrat.
Well, you know, thank goodness for Fox News, fair and balanced, but I also think we're not going to change the media in the next 2 years. On the other hand, we have so many new ways to get our message out to people. This is 2015. Technology is a wonderful thing. There are lots of ways to reach people. And so while I think we have to be realistic about the media, I don't think we should be defeatist about it either.
And we understand that after today, there'll be 3 Republicans in. When would you make your announcement if you're going to get in?
Oh, probably end of April, first part of May.
Okay. Gotcha. Carly Fiorina, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
It's going to be a great race. Thank you for joining us.
She knows a thing or two about leadership. That's
for sure. She does indeed. Packard.